So a few minutes and we'll get our class started. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm not going to share the class on too many Facebook pages, just the selected one. Feel free to, I encourage all of you to, if you're part of any Facebook group where anyone may be interested, feel free to share that, share the class there. So few minutes and we'll get started. All right, let's get started. Well, thanks everyone for joining the Hindi class. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, we meet every Sunday, 8 a.m. US Pacific time to learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hindi University. And you will find several Hindi related videos, and based on your level, you can plan to attend whichever level you're most comfortable with. If you're interested in joining our Sunday live sessions, interactive sessions, you can join using this link, tiny.cc/Hindi University, and you will find all the Zoom details in this link. We've lately been following a book called Teach Yourself Hindi by Professor Rupert Snell. He's a professor at University of Texas, Austin. You can also find the soft copy of the book in this link. Okay, and as you know, we've been covering chapter by chapter this book, and right now we are at chapter number 10, and we'll continue to go over the topics from chapter number 10 in this class. My goal by the end of this class is, you guys will be very comfortable with some subjunctive mood in Hindi. Okay, and you will master 6 phrases that you can use, to express subjunctive mood. Okay, so with that, let's just get started. As always, the rules are fairly simple. If you have any questions, you can ask using the Zoom chat. You can also ask using the Facebook group, and I'll answer that. Okay, so let's get started. So if you guys remember, we did subjunctive mood in the previous class. Who remembers what subjunctive mood is? Dhanraj, you want to give it a try? Do you recall what subjunctives are? Okay. What about you, Kelly ji?
So if you want somebody, go ahead, Dhanraj.
Go ahead. Yep.
No, Kelly ji, you go ahead.
Okay. I think you were on mute, so I start again, Dhanraj ji.
It deals with basically the postposition, verbal noun.
Okay.
So it's like you said something that with the mood of the person.
Okay. It's a good try. What about you, Kelly ji?
The main thing I think about is if I want someone to do something, or I hope that someone will do something, or there's something that's kind of unknown. It's maybe.
Okay. You hope that someone will do something. Okay. And
so all those stem phrases like "Main chahati hoon ki," and then whatever you want them to do in the subjunctive.
Okay, that's right. So you want to express hope, expectations. Okay, and similarly, there are you want to discuss situations that you're not certain will happen. Okay, so those were the scenarios or the moods that discuss scenarios that you are not certain will happen. So in the previous class, we just briefly touched upon them. Okay, in this class, we'll dig deeper into the subjunctive phrases. Okay, so as one of the example I gave in the previous classes was like using when you want someone to do, you want someone to do something. Okay, so I gave you example of that as well. So why don't I rewrite that? Which was, I said, I want you to sing, right? I want you to sing, and there it's my hope or my request, or I want you to do something. Okay, it's a subjunctive. How do you do that? There are two sentences, this one and this one. Okay, if you were to just say the first one, I want, how will you say that? Sangeeta, you want to give it a try?
मैं चाहती हूँ.
Okay, मैं चाहती हूँ for you, and for guy it's मैं चाहता हूँ. So if I were to just say मैं चाहती हूँ. Now let's see who can answer that. Vatsalaji, you want to give it a try? How will you say you sing? If it was simply you sing, how will you say that in Hindi?
आप गाइए.
Okay, so if it is simple, okay, if there was no I want, or if there was no subjunctive, if you are simply saying you sing, that means aap gaate hain. Okay, because to sing is gana, and in present indefinite you will say aap gaate hain. You sing a song, aap gana gaate hain. But as you rightly pointed out, Vasalaji, if it is said in a way, it's in a subjunctive, it will be main chahti hu ki. When what you were saying, I think there's some background noise. I think what you were saying, let me see, there's some background noise, so I have to make sure everyone is on mute. Okay. When you are using it in a different way, right? When you're requesting someone, right? Then you can say, aap gaiye. Okay. But in subjunctives, it's like, main chahti hu ki aap gaye. Okay, which is basically, what is the shortcut to it? You will first think in your mind, how will you say you will sing? And this is just a recap, by the way. We will go over it one more time. Okay, when you are trying to say you will sing in Hindi, you will say aap gayenge. Aap gayenge. But in subjunctive, what you do is you remove the end of the future indefinite form. You remove the ga, ge, and ki, and you are left with gaye. Okay, and that's what you did. मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप गाएं. Okay, for a guy, if I am saying it, I'll say मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप गाएं. That's what it is. Everything else is pretty straightforward. So with this template, you should be able to pretty much anything that has want in it, you should be able to say them in Hindi. Okay, I can say मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप गाएं, मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप हिंदी पढ़ें. Okay, मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप घूमें. मैं चाहता हूँ कि, and if somebody is sick, right, and you are visiting them, and you want to give your good wishes, you can say मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप ठीक हो जाएं. Okay, which is basically, to get better is ठीक हो जाना. Okay, and you want to say you will get better, आप ठीक हो जाएंगे, right? So what I did was, there I thought about जाएंगे, I removed the गे, and I said मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप ठीक हो जाएं. Okay, I hope this makes sense, and I hope I'm not going too fast. But any questions here? Anyone?
Yeah, मेरा एक सवाल है, Ashuji. So is the sense of chahati really like want, or is it also kind of like in your example of I hope you get better? I mean, is the distinction really clear of that word chahati, or is it more kind of?
Okay, so explain it a little bit more.
So like if you wanted to say in your example, I hope that you get better.
Uh-huh.
And you said me chahati hi ki, like, which is I want you to get better. So are you saying that, I mean, is chahati kind of like not just want, but also you wouldn't use like the other one for, what's the one for hope? Asha, like Asha or
Ummeed and Asha. So I'll come to that. Ummeed and Asha. I mean, there you are really explicitly hoping, right? I mean, this is a little bit the degree of, you are really wanting it, right? So this is more than just hope, if that's your question.
It's a desire.
Yeah, it's a desire. We will come to other pieces that you're talking about where you are hoping, like Asha and Ummeed. We'll learn about like 6 different phrases today where
but that's specifically just like you really want this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great question. So this is what, at least one example we covered where you want something to happen. Okay, so I want you to learn, I want you to travel, I want you to, or maybe I want you to stay inside the house. Okay, these are all my, desires. Okay, or my, sometimes it can be requested as well. Okay, and there is subjunctive has one form where you are requesting someone mildly. Okay, and that's what it is. So let's focus on what we will do, like the 6 phrases I want you to remember in today's class. Okay, so I'll write down the 6 phrases, so at least even if you're watching just the first 10 minutes of the class, at least you will write it down and you'll remember it. Okay, so the first phrase I have is mujhe, and I want you to just bear with me, okay, and we'll cover it all of them. Mujhe आशा है. मुझे आशा है. So that, remember, there are 2 sentences. We said मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप गाएं. So the first part is what I'm writing about, like मुझे आशा है, which means I hope. And you can say, why is it मुझे आशा है, and how did you came up with मुझे and not मैं, because here it is I. And the answer is, in Hindi, it loosely translates into to me, there is a hope. And to me is मैं plus को, which is मुझको और मुझे. Okay, मुझे आशा है. Yes, so just remember this phrase. Okay, मुझे आशा है. The second one is मुझे उम्मीद है. मुझे आशा है. So I want this part, you have to memorize it. Okay, these 6 phrases you have to memorize. So मुझे आशा है, मुझे उम्मीद है. And the third one which I want you to do is which is discussed, right? मैं चाहता हूँ. मैं चाहता हूँ और मैं चाहती हूँ. Now the first 2, मुझे आशा है. If I'm saying it, it's exactly same. Like if a guy is saying versus a girl is saying, both of us will say मुझे आशा है. Okay, same thing with the second one. It's मुझे उम्मीद है. Kelly ji will say the same thing, and Dhanraj will say the same thing. मुझे उम्मीद है. Okay. Number 4, हो सकता है और ऐसा हो सकता है. So I'm going to just write हो सकता है, which is it is possible. And these phrases may not make sense right now. As I said, bear with me. I want you to just right now write them down, right, and remember it. Okay, and because these are all giving you enough hint to understand that these are subjunctive phrases. Okay, anything that you say after that, which will imply that there is a possibility or there is a hope that it may happen. Okay, हो सकता है बारिश हो, right? It is possible that it may rain. It may not rain because you're not certain it will happen. Okay, so just remember that. We'll go over examples of each of them. Number 5 is शायद, and शायद आप लोगों ने इसके बारे में पढ़ा है. शायद, perhaps, and the way you write it in Devanagari, you have a sh with a शायद. Okay. Number 6 is काश, It's basically same as, it's used to express a wish. It is used to express a wish. And the way you write it is ka with a and then sh. I mean, there may be more, but these are the most commonly, as you're learning in the intermediate or even advanced stages, these are the most commonly used subjunctive phrases you will come across. Okay. So just repeat after me as you are learning it. First one is mujhe आशा है, which is I hope. Second one is mujhe उम्मीद है, which is equivalent to आशा है, not too far away from that. मुझे उम्मीद है. Okay. Third one is मैं चाहता हूँ और मैं चाहती हूँ, for a girl. Okay. Fourth one is same, whether it is like Vatsalaji saying it versus Bundev is saying it. You both will say हो सकता है. Okay. हो सकता है कि मैं इंडिया जाऊँ और हो सकता है कि मैं पेरिस जाऊँ. Okay. It is possible that I may travel. Sixth one is shayad, and then you will have your sentence after that. Okay. Fifth one is shayad, and then sixth one is kash. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll try to break it down. We'll try to now go over miscellaneous sentences where you are using each of these phrases to just build your sentences around it or your mastery around these phrases. Questions? Anyone? Let's see. Why don't I ask some of you? Ted, what do you think? Are you familiar with all of them? Anyone that you're not seen before or not comfortable with that we should go deeper into?
I've heard of all of these. Besides maybe ho sakta hai.
Ho sakta hai. Okay.
Like I know that as the end of a sentence, not the start of a sentence.
Okay.
So that's the others I know.
Okay. So this one is the only one that you've not probably practiced more or less, but rest of them you've seen. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. The rest I know.
Okay. Saraji, what do you think? Have you heard of all of them? Some of them?
No.
No? Okay. I'm assuming the first three you probably have seen, right? Asha hai, Ummeed hai. The later one probably not. Okay. Let's see who else wants to give it a try. We have Priyaji as well. Priyaji, you probably have used all of them. Okay. So I'm not going to ask more questions. I'm going to just straight jump to the examples. Okay. So let's jump to it. The first one is Mujhe Asha hai. Okay. Now, before I dig deeper into the answer, as you can see that, there are cases where you can just say, this thing in isolation. Like, for example, you are saying that, I really want this team to win. Okay. You can respond with that, Mujhe Asha hai or Mujhe aisi Asha hai. Okay. That's perfectly fine. But if you're saying this sentence by yourself, typically there will be two sentences. Okay. First will be this one, your sentence number one, Mujhe Asha hai or Mujhe Ummeed hai. And then there will be sentence number two. Okay. Both of these sentences will be, there will be a conjunction in between. And conjunction is nothing but a connector that is combining these two sentences. I think I mentioned about it briefly in the previous class, which is ki. Okay. And in Devanagari is ka with e. Okay. Ki. Mujhe Asha hai ki, and then there will be second sentence. Okay. Now, I want to spend some more time on that before we go over the examples. And as I said, there are two types of ki in Hindi. You have a ka with e sound, which is basically ki, and this one I write it like ki, ki. Okay. Sometimes I write it interchangeably, but think about it this way, that there's a difference between which key is it. Okay. If it is used as a conjunction, there's just a small e. Okay. However, if it is used as, which I give an example quite a lot, like Ron's daughter. Ron is a person and his daughter and you will say, there it is basically a postposition. You will say Ron ki daughter. This is not a conjunction. These are not two separate sentences which are combined with key. So just remember that difference. In Hindi, there are two keys, small key and big key. Okay, a long key, basically, not small, long key, okay, which is Ron's daughter, Ron ki daughter, Ron's bike, Ron ki bike, okay, Ron ki school. There you are showing the relationship between Ron and the thing that he has a relationship with, right? I mean, that's basically that's where you will use this key. Okay. However, when you are, as I said, when you want to combine two sentences, you use conjunction, and that's this key. Okay. So now you want to use this phrase, "Mujhe aasha hai," with the second sentence. I'm going to give you some examples, and then I want you to try, all of you, to write it down either on the Zoom chat or on the Facebook chat. Okay. So that at least I understand that you will be able to use this phrase. Okay. And I want and mujhe aasha hai that by the end of this class you'll be able to learn this phrase and use this phrase. Okay. So I'm going to give you some examples. So you'll say mujhe aasha hai that and I'm going to use the same example that Rupert Schnell is using. She might write a letter. Mujhe aasha hai that she might write a letter. She might write a letter. How do you say that in Hindi? Sundev, you want to give it a try? She might write a letter.
मुझे आशा है कि ये वो depending on the context. I forget what's the word for letter.
Just say letter. It's okay.
Okay. So letter and then लिखे.
Very good, right? मुझे आशा है कि वह letter और पत्र, you can say पत्र as well, okay? और पत्र लिखे, okay? मुझे आशा है कि वह पत्र लिखे. Now, how did you come up with this लिखे?
I thought of like you take the future tense verb and then I just cut off the ending.
Awesome, right? Awesome, right? So you said, if it was she will write, वह लिखेगी, right? And you remove the की part, कि वह पत्र लिखे. Awesome, right? Now let's do some more examples. And this time I want to see if you guys really wrote some examples here. Okay, कि वो पत्र लिखे. Okay, so that's what Taria said. What about some of the other sentences which is not there in the Rupert Schnell book? Can you guys think of some other examples? मुझे आशा है that I learn, or she learns French. Let's say she learns French, or she may learn French. Don't worry about the English aspect of it right now, just practice it. So Kelly ji, how will you say that?
Let's see. So मुझे आशा है कि वह फ्रेंच सीखे.
वह फ्रेंच सीखे. Okay, awesome. Can anyone try some other examples? Okay, so I think Naveen, Navneet is trying. Okay, so Navneet, its sentence is correct. You will just you remove the ga at the end. मुझे आशा है कि मैं हिंदी सीखूं. Okay, that's how you will say it. Okay, so that's how you can use it as a subjunctive. Okay, anyone else? It's completely okay to make mistake. I want you to think about something.
Can I try?
Yeah, please.
Okay, मुझे आशा है कि वो नाश्ता है.
Okay, so you said the second sentence in present indefinite. Okay, same thing. Try to say it in future indefinite first. Like you really want one of your favorite dancer to perform, right? How will you say the नाश्ता है in future indefinite. Or yes, how will you say that? You are really hoping that he might perform there. Let me help you. Okay. So
Nashke.
very good. Very good, right? So you said वह नाचे. Okay. If you're simply saying वह नाचेगा, that means he will dance. If you remove the ga part, it's वह नाचे. Okay. But just if you say वह नाचे, it doesn't give any meaning behind it. There is, by itself, it's not really anything useful. But when you use it with मुझे आशा है और मुझे उम्मीद है, there is some flavor to it. Okay. I hope this is clear. Let's see. Anyone else? Vatsalaji, what do you think?
मुझे आशा है कि मैं गाड़ी खरीदूं.
Very good, right? मुझे आशा है कि मैं गाड़ी खरीदूं. Or if you like a particular car, you can say that, right? मुझे आशा है कि मैं Tesla खरीदूं और मैं Audi खरीदूं, right? I mean, so you are being specific there, and the verb here is to buy is खरीदना, right? So to buy is खरीदना. खरीदना, and you in future you can write 2e as well. In future you can say मैं खरीदूंगी और खरीदूंगा. Okay, and if you remove the ga and gi, you'll say मुझे आशा है कि मैं गाड़ी खरीदूं. Right? Awesome. Priya ji, you want to share something where you will use मुझे आशा है और मुझे उम्मीद है? Okay, no worries. Now let's use उम्मीद है as well. Okay, and the concept is similar. You will have two sentences, first one and then the second one. Both are connected with ki. Okay, so just remember that part. And this time I'm going to just say उम्मीद है part, right? So in the case of Rupert Snell, he writes this example, which is we hope the treatment won't be long. Okay, and that's what he's saying. We hope, and this is now we are moving towards मुझे उम्मीद है, not आशा, which is almost same. मुझे उम्मीद है. मुझे उम्मीद है. Okay, and the way you write it in Devanagari is you have u, half ma, and then you have full ma with e, and मुझे उम्मीद है. Okay, and he writes we hope the treatment won't be long. Treatment won't be long. Taraji, without looking at the book, what do you think? How will you say it?
हमें उम्मीद है कि ट्रीटमेंट लॉन्ग नहीं है.
Okay, so हमें उम्मीद है, we hope. So so for if I hope, it's मुझे उम्मीद है, right? And for we is मुझको उम्मीद है, or sorry, we hope is हमको उम्मीद है और हमें. So you said हमें उम्मीद है कि, you said treatment. How will you say it again?
ट्रीटमेंट
And then
लॉन्ग नहीं हो.
okay, so that's completely fine. Treatment long nahi ho. Okay, now let's see how we can take this thing to what Rupert Snell is saying. So imagine if you don't know the word for treatment, okay, you don't know the word for long. In my mind, it's completely okay to start with that. Okay, हमें उम्मीद है कि treatment long ना हो. But what if you want to say complete thing in in Hindi? Okay, so the word for long in this case would be lamba. Treatment lamba na ho. First, correction would be treatment lamba nahi ho. The second is like when you're using subjunctive and the second sentence it's a negative. typically you use na. Okay, typically you say, na. So you will now say, हमें उम्मीद है कि treatment लंबा ना हो. Okay. Now, what if you want to say even the treatment in Hindi? Then you will say, हमें उम्मीद है कि इलाज. हमें उम्मीद है कि इलाज, or you can write it in Devanagari as well. So E with L, A and D. हमें उम्मीद है कि इलाज लंबा ना हो. Now you can make it even better that your treatment won't be long. कि आपका इलाज लंबा ना हो. Okay. So you see, you started very simple, right? You started with with first some words in English, because nobody expects, as you're learning the language, to know everything from the get-go, right? So the key is to don't take a pause. The key is to get going and say it how you would say it. Okay, and then gradually improve on it. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Okay, मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको ये समझ आए. Okay, so you see, I use that as well, a subjunctive there. Let's see, any questions here, anyone? I think we should spend some time here in terms of discussing it before I jump to the next phrases, which is the third one we've tried, I want. Okay, I can give some more examples, but at least we've tried that. I want to spend more time on ho sakta hai, shayad and kash. But any questions here, anyone?
मेरे एक सवाल है.
हाँ, पूछो.
What will be the difference between saying ना हो and ना हो जाए?
Na ho jaye. Okay, so so the thing is, it's a very important question. It's a very good question, right? There you are using the another part, ho jana, right? Which is basically let's see, Kelly ji, what do you think? It's a complete translation in English for that. हमें उम्मीद है कि आपका treatment लंबा ना हो जाए.
I don't, this is, I mean, is this the same thing with the compound verb where the jhana is signaling finality, or no?
Yeah. I think it is basically, hona is used with jana, right? I mean, and then you're saying ho jana, aap aa jana, or aap,
I hope it seems like it just adds more emphasis that
That is true.
It would really, that we hope that it really will not be long,
It is putting more emphasis on it. I was just thinking if, in English, as you're translating it does it change, right? Like in Hindi, it makes sense, ho jana, right? I mean, but like for example, shayad barish ho or shayad barish ho jaye, right? In Hindi, you can clearly say that, in the second one, there is more emphasis. But in English, what would be like, it may rain or it might rain, perhaps. I'm not so sure about that, other than the fact that it is more emphasis on the second one. Bundev, what are your thoughts?
What about it?
What do you think? Like, would you say it differently if,
like I would think, like, translating it, you could think of it as your treatment won't be very long, or your treatment won't go for very long, which is two things we would say in English that both make sense.
Yeah. So right now, in short, Sangeeta ji, it's just like giving more emphasis on the second one. But I don't have the exact English sentence for you. How will you say that in English? But in Hindi, it's giving it more focus.
I just had one comment that I thought was really good. I really appreciated the example with kharidna in the subjunctive, because I mean, I know kharidna in all the other tenses, but hearing it in the subjunctive, I was like, what was she saying? So I just really see how important it is to practice, just to hear what the subjunctive sounds like,
Yeah. Great. Awesome. So if there are no more questions, comments, we can practice the remaining one. Okay, so let me make my screen bigger. So now, so the third one is, which is basically, we practiced it a few times, which is main chahta hu. right? I want, right? And I'm going to give one more example here, and then we can go to the fourth, fifth, and sixth, right? So which is I want you to stay here, right? Which is your desire is for someone to like stay at your place or in your town. Like a friend is visiting you and you want them to stay, right? So you will say मैं चाहता हूँ, I want, which is मैं चाहता हूँ और मैं चाहती हूँ, मैं चाहती हूँ कि I want you to stay here कि आप, who will tell me what will come after that? Navneet, how will you say that? I want you to stay here. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप,
मैं चाहता हूँ कि तुम यहाँ रहो.
okay, very good. So you said तुम यहाँ रहो. Very good. What about आप?
आप यहाँ रहता.
Okay. So what is the verb here? रहना. In future it would be. In future it would be रहेंगे. And what will you do? You will. Does it give you any hint? आप यहाँ. Remove the ga, ge, gi, and it will become. Okay, so basically आप यहाँ रहें. Yes, मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ रहें. I want you to stay here. Okay. For negative you will simply put ना. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ ना रहें. आप और अच्छी जगह जाएं. Okay. So for example, you can simply say that मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ. If I want to say in negative, I'm gonna just आप यहाँ ना रहें. Okay. And then you can say और अच्छी जगह जाएं, which means you are really hoping that the person you are talking to, you desire better things for them, especially if you think that the place where they are right now it's not that good. Okay, so you were saying something, Kelly ji.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that one because I'm thinking if I would have said that where you have the negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that would be saying, I want that you don't stay here versus would you not use the negative in the I don't want you to stay here? You see what I'm saying?
मैं नहीं चाहती हूँ कि, so that's basically two different scenarios. In this scenarios, let's say you and your friend, let's say working at the same place. Okay, they are exceptionally smart, super smart. Okay. And you want them to work at better places. Okay. You can say that मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप यहाँ काम ना करें, यहाँ काम ना करें, आप अच्छी जगह काम करें, आप और अच्छी जगह काम करें, right? Versus मैं नहीं चाहती हूँ कि आप यहाँ काम करें, because there the notation is you don't want them to work, right? Which could also mean that you should be working here basically. Right.
Yeah.
Which could mean that they are not performing or something like that.
Got it. Dhanyavad.
Right. Where in this case it's a more positive sense. Like मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप यहाँ काम ना करें, आप, और मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप केवल यहाँ ना घूमें, आप बहुत जगह घूमें. Okay.
G, may I ask, please, if I told a musician, I'm sorry, if I told a musician I would like you to play here, मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ बजाना हो, sorry, then I don't know, bajanu?
Let's see, what is the verb here? You tell me.
Bajana, to play an instrument.
Yeah, very good, right? So bajana. And how will you say it in future indefinite?
That's the problem. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ, and then I don't know the proper ending for bajana.
Okay, so आप बजाएंगे. If it is future indefinite, आप यहाँ बजाएंगे.
Bajangi, thank you.
Right?
आप
No,
यहाँ bajangi.
hold on. So आप बजाएंगे. If it is just future indefinite, आप बजाएंगे. But when you're using it as a subjunctive, you will remove गे, this part, right? Then you say मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ बजाएं.
Thank you.
Okay, or the opposite also, right? मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ now again, like, you know, it's the tricky part is like what Kelly ji asked, like, you know, let's write it down. Okay, it's important that we write it down. That way at least we'll have a clear distinction. So your question is answered, Tom, right? I mean, let's look at this two scenario, which is basically मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ, मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ बजाएं, और मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप यहाँ न बजाएं. Let me give it some more thought, okay? Just so that, you know, I don't miss out anything. The first one, this is the first scenario, and this is the second scenario. मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ, I do not want, okay? I do not want that you play here, okay? And the second one is I want that you not play here. Who would like to share their thoughts? As I'm also thinking along. Let's see. In English, does it make any difference? Do you guys look at these two sentences differently?
I don't think so. No.
You don't think either of them are different? You will, like, you know, मैं नहीं चाहता
I would
हूँ.
say they're different. This is Priya.
Okay, go for it. How?
Yeah. So I would not want you to play. मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि आप बजाएं. So, and the other one is मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप ना बजाएं, आप गाएं.
Very good.
So I don't want you to sing, but maybe I want you to, sorry, I don't want you to play, but maybe I want you to sing or dance. And the first one is, मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि आप बजाएं.
आप गाएं. I can say it right after that. मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि आप बजाएं.
Yeah, you
आप
could
गाएं.
say that.
Huh? You see what I'm saying? In the first one, as you said, मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि आप गाएं, आप कॉमा, आप बजाएं, आप नाचें. Interesting observation though, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see how, you know, as I teach, I learn more, right? So we'll come back to it more again. Okay, Kelly ji,
Yeah.
this is a very interesting one.
But the main thing is that in both situations, you're going to use the subjunctive, correct?
That is true. That is true. Because in this case, it's not like your first sentence has changed like dramatically. You're still saying the same part, but as opposed to in affirmative, you're just putting nahi there. But this is still a subjunctive, right? The second part.
Okay.
Awesome. So let's get going. Let's look at the number 4, 5th, and 6th. I hope you will like them as well, right? So number 4th is basically which is हो सकता है. Okay, this is what we learned. Okay, हो सकता है. So हो सकता है. Okay, you write it in Devanagari, her with O, then सकता है, हो सकता है. Okay, and the translation, it is possible. You can also say ऐसा हो सकता है. Okay, ऐसा हो सकता है और हो सकता है. Okay, so now in this case the examples I was thinking is like, you know, हो सकता है कि आज बारिश हो सकता है that आज बारिश हो. Okay, now which means like it might rain. Okay. Which is different than like now the same thing if you have to say without subjunctive. Okay, you will say mujhe. It's like mujhe यकीन है. मुझे यकीन है कि आज बारिश होगी. Totally opposite of, or not opposite, but different from the scenarios we are trying so far. So far we are trying मुझे आशा है, मुझे उम्मीद है. You have hope. In the second one, you are confident. The degree of your hope is more. You're sure. मुझे यकीन है कि आज बारिश होगी. That you are sure that it will rain, and that's why you're not using the subjunctive form. You're simply saying आज बारिश होगी. It will rain. Okay, which is, you see, you're not removing the ga, ge, gi here. You're simply saying aaj barish hoegi, right? So
Exaval.
Yeah, pucho.
Yakin is like sure.
Yes, that's right. Yakin is sure.
Okay.
Yeah, yakin is sure. But you see the contrast here in this one. The previous one you said mujhe आशा है, मुझे उम्मीद है. In the second one, मुझे यकीन है. मुझे यकीन है कि आप ठीक हो जाएंगे. Right? There you are not using the subjunctive mood. You are, because you are sure. Your degree of your hope is more. So you're not removing the ga, ge. You can simply say the sentence in the future indefinite. And you can see Rupert Sen is also giving some examples in the page number 127, just to show that the same part. And he's saying, हमें यकीन है कि इलाज लंबा नहीं होगा versus मुझे आशा है कि इलाज लंबा ना हो. Make sense?
Yeah.
Ashuji, the ho in ho sakta hai, what is the ho? I'm not getting the ho there. What
This
is
one?
No, just in the expression, the ho sakta hai, the first ho.
Okay. हो सकता है. What is the expression here?
Just what does that come from? Is that not from Hona, or why is it? I'm not quite getting the.
You're not getting the root of it. हो सकता है.
Yeah, like I get sakta hai, like possible, but I would think if it was it would be something. Is that what it's for? It, the ho?
So it is. I mean, the root is still hona. You are absolutely right there. Like if you were to say बारिश हो सकती है. Right, बारिश हो सकती है. There also you have ho, right? बारिश हो सकती है. Snow हो सकती है. So I don't know where in English it is like why you don't have the notion which is to be embedded anywhere. But the root is still hona for this one. It is it is coming from that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is basically.
Okay, so it's not a stand-in for instead of it. In other words, it's just standing for, like you have just the present indicative. You would have sakta hai. So there's that extra hona there, right?
Yeah. So हो सकता है कि आज बारिश हो. Okay. What else can you guys think of where you will use हो सकता है? And there's a possibility. हो सकता है कि मैं हो सकता है कि मैं हो सकता है कि मैं उनके घर जाऊं. हो सकता है कि मैं उनके घर डिनर पे जाऊं. What does it mean? Ted? You have to unmute yourself.
It means like it's possible they will come home. They will go home.
मैं उनके घर डिनर पे जाऊं.
I will go to their
Yeah.
Their home.
Yeah, I'll go to their house for dinner. Okay, हो सकता है कि मैं उनके घर जाऊं. Okay, same thing.
Possible.
The
It's
number,
possible.
it is
Can happen.
possible. Yeah, the number 5
That's
is.
sort of how I understood.
Say it again.
I understood. I understood हो सकता है is like it can.
You understood हो सकता है as? Your voice is breaking.
It can happen.
It can happen. It can happen. Yes.
One sec. It can happen. Yeah, it can happen.
So basically, okay, I see. You're saying you understand it as it can happen.
Oh, that makes sense then, because that's the to happen.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, it is. I mean, that probably is the correct translation in English, but like, it is implying it is possible, right? And that's why I probably like, just, but it makes sense actually. If you write it as it can happen, then it's basically, it answers the why Ho is coming, like what Kelly is saying, right? Because there is a notion of right. Right.
Before this, anyway, I always saw it as this can happen.
That is true. It can happen, right? So, हो सकता है कि मैं उनके घर जाऊं. Okay. Any other examples or sentences anyone can think of?
I have one.
Yeah, please.
हो सकता है कि हम मार्च तक घर से ही काम करें.
Oh, very good. हो सकता है कि हम घर से ही, very good, right? Good use of the emphatic he. घर से ही काम करें. हम घर से ही काम करें. Great. Anyone else?
हो सकता है कि अगले साल मैं दिल्ली जाऊं.
Okay, very good. हो सकता है कि मैं अगले साल दिल्ली जाऊं. हो सकता है कि वैक्सीन जल्दी डेवलप हो. वैक्सीन जल्दी डेवलप हो. Okay, awesome. So now, more or less, number 5th also that we've had, which is basically शायद. You can say शायद मैं उनके घर जाऊं. Okay, शायद हम घर से ही काम करें. Perhaps. Okay, और शायद वैक्सीन जल्दी डेवलप हो. Okay. Kash is, the number 6 that we were talking about, Kash. Kash is basically used to express any wish, right? Kash mein, so for example, if you're saying something, you are hoping something, and if I can just respond with Kash, okay? I can give some examples of Kash as well.
Kash, Ashuji, I hope so.
Yep.
Kash.
There's a very famous song actually, and I usually don't want to give too many Bollywood examples, but if you just look for this song Kash from Jal, he kept using the phrase Kash, ye din, and then he keeps using the subjunctives, right? And so it's one good way for you to like, just really see the lyrics of it. And, so he says like Kash ye din tham jaye, which is basically tham jana, right? So he kept saying Kash ye din tham jaye, aapke hum ban jaye. So he keeps saying that, right? So just to kind of like, point it out further, okay? Let's see if Rupert Snell is using in somewhere. He's not using it, Kash. Okay. Anyone else can think of some examples for Kash, which are, I'm running out of examples, so I want you to share. Jamil, I think you joined a bit late. So let's see if you guys can, if you share some examples. I don't know whether he's still there. No, he probably left. Okay. Let's see.
काश मेरे
Yeah.
काश मेरे पास बहुत पैसे होते.
Okay, very good. Kash. मेरे पास.
मैं पूरी दुनिया घूमती.
Yeah, yeah. So, here you can also use kash, for, it doesn't necessarily mean there will be like just subjunctive, right? I mean, where you are like, kash mere paas bahut paise hote. So, you see it's not necessarily ending with ho. You're saying, kash mere paas bahut sare paise hote, or kash mere paas bahut sare, main puri duniya ghoomti. Okay, but it is you can use it with subjunctives as well, where the second sentence is like you're not using the subjunctive form, right? You're removing the gage key. Okay, so in the next class we'll start with a new topic, from the same chapter 10, which is basically conditional sentences. Okay. We have done it in the past as well, but it'll be a good revision. We'll also do some reading practice. And then a week following that, we should be able to finish, chapter number 10. Okay, I know we are slightly over time, but we'll probably do a shorter breakout room today. So you guys get to practice at least some of what we practiced today. Okay, the subjunctives. So I'm going to stop the broadcast, and then I'm going to just have, and if anyone has to leave, don't feel obliged.